On a stormy October night, driving home from a late shift, the narrator spots a lone woman standing beside a broken-down car on a dark rural road. Against his better judgment, he pulls over. She's shaking, soaked, barely holding together. He offers her a ride to the nearest town. During the drive, she lets fragments slip, mentions a man named Daniel, says something about wives who don't know, and warns him, almost offhandedly, "You should check your wife's phone sometime." He laughs it off. She's quiet after that. He drops her at a gas station. She thanks him, touches his hand, and says, "I'm sorry. You seem like a good one." He drives home unsettled but forgets about it until he walks inside and sees his wife smiling at her phone in a way he's never seen before. The seed is planted. Over the following weeks, small things start gnawing at him. His wife, Lauren, begins coming home late from her marketing job. New perfume. A second phone charger in her car that doesn't match either of their phones. She's distant in bed, affectionate on text. He recalls the stranger's words and starts quietly watching. One night, he sees a notification flash on her phone, a message from D. Can't stop thinking about Saturday. His stomach drops. He doesn't confront her. He waits. He begins journaling everything, building a case he wishes he didn't need. The emotional slow burn, denial, bargaining, quiet anguish dominates this section. He drives past the spot where he picked up the stranger and wonders who she was. He finally discovers the truth. Through a combination of quiet investigation, checking her phone while she showers, finding a hotel receipt in her coat pocket, and eventually following her one Saturday, he confirms the affair. The other man is Daniel, the same name the stranger said. The coincidence is crushing. He watches from a parking lot as Lauren walks into a restaurant and kisses a man he's never seen, tall, confident, wearing a cologne he later smells on Lauren's scarf. He sits in his truck for an hour after they leave. He doesn't cry. He just sits. Then he drives home, puts the scarf in a drawer, and waits for her to come back. When she does, she kisses his cheek and says, "Missed you today." He says nothing. The silence is the beginning of everything. He doesn't explode. He assembles. Over 2 weeks, he photographs everything: the hotel receipts, the text messages, the second phone, the cologne scent on her clothes. He visits a divorce attorney. He learns about assets, about timing, about what evidence matters. He also learns something that breaks him differently. Lauren has been moving money. Small transfers. A separate account. He realizes the affair isn't new. It's been going on for at least 8 months. He thinks about the stranger again. Wives who don't know. Was she Daniel's wife? He can't stop thinking about it. One night, Lauren asks him what's wrong. He looks at her and says, "Nothing. I'm just tired." She believes him. That's the worst part. How easily she believes him, because she's too consumed by her secret to notice his. On the day before he plans to serve Lauren the papers, he drives to the gas station where he dropped the stranger. He doesn't know why. He sits in the parking lot for 20 minutes. Then, impossibly, she walks out. Same woman. Same haunted eyes. She recognizes him. They talk. Her name is Claire. She is Daniel's wife. She discovered the affair 6 months ago, confronted Daniel, and he threatened to ruin her financially if she left. She was fleeing their home the night he picked her up. She'd just found the second phone. She tells him everything. Daniel's patterns, how he manipulates, how he keeps 2 lives running smoothly. She apologizes for the cryptic warning that night. "I saw your wedding ring," she says, "and I saw his face in your wife's eyes. I recognized the look. I couldn't not say something." They sit together in his truck, 2 strangers bound by the same betrayal, and for the first time in months, he doesn't feel alone. The reckoning. He serves Lauren the papers at breakfast on a Saturday. He's calm. He lays out the evidence, not cruelly but clearly. Photos, receipts, transfers. Lauren's face goes through shock, denial, rage, and then collapse. She tries to explain. He listens. Then he says the only thing that matters. "I gave you 10 years. You gave me a drawer full of proof." He leaves the house. Claire, in parallel, has filed her own papers against Daniel. The final scene is months later. A quiet morning, a new apartment, sunlight through unfamiliar windows. He's at a coffee shop when Claire walks in. They smile at each other, not romantically, not yet, maybe never, just two people who survived the same storm. He thinks about that rainy night, how one small decision, pulling over, unraveled everything and saved him. He says to the audience the closing line, "Sometimes the thing that breaks your life is the thing that saves it. You just have to be willing to pull over."